I can hear you. Okay. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to they're gonna take us again. Yep. Yeah, we have definitely seen more firefighters showing up. Actually, a few walking back there right now. You got that SWAT vehicle here. Also, you see Farmington Hills, this squad fire truck here. More first responders going in. We did, like you said, get an update from the Oakland County Sheriff, Michael Bouchard, just 10 minutes or so ago. He's hoping to give us another update soon. But from what he said one person came to the temple here, Temple Israel, and security did see him coming, and there was that exchange of gunfire. No one was hurt except for possibly the gunman. You can hear more sirens. This has been constant around here on this intersection. As for that gunman, the sheriff told us he is not in custody right now, and that search continues, which is why you're seeing a response like this here. They are still trying to determine if anyone else was involved, so there is a presence at a lot of the schools around here, a lot of the temples. We are told a 1 mile radius for people to shelter in place. There is a lot of parents that were showing up because of the children. Said I did ask the sheriff. He said yes, all the children were able to get out, all the employees. And that Jewish community center is the location for parents to come get their children. But a lot of people showing up here just frantic, walking down there trying to get some information. But again, just constant police presence and firefighters, first responders, SWAT. We saw the FBI, so many people showing up trying to help. It's been a little chaotic to try to get cars in and out. There was actually a tree cutting service over here. They had to get out, but just a constant response as they search for this gunman right now. And it's not clear where he is. They're trying to get video. They told us they're trying to get video from the temple to kind of give them some clues. But just so many people. Here's another city of Novi showing up here with tactical gear on. I'm gonna have my photographer kind of pan. You can just see it is constant, and compared to when we got out here an hour ago, they are now parking even farther down the road. But this is where we are told to wait for updates, so we're hoping to get another one from the sheriff very soon. I don't know if they need to move. Yes, I can. No, we didn't give us a time, but as soon as I see him coming, I'll let you guys know. Okay.
You want to stay on this, Marcus, and I'll shoot up there? Okay.
Huh? There's like a school bus right up there.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there's a school bus there. I don't see anybody getting on it.
What? Oh, they went up there?
Yeah, they went up there.
Yeah, I'm not breaking the rules.
I'm.
Especially when we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know. I don't see us.
All right, we should get back here, Rich, because I don't want to be in the shot.
Rich got the goods. Over there. In terms of news, there's nothing new here. No. He's not. He's got like he's got a vest. He's got like a camouflage tactical outfit. He might have. He might have. Which one? JR? Yeah, they might. By the way, you'll need to come my way probably in the next year.
I got a live fix coming up.
Okay, sick.
All updates will be here. The only one that will be speaking will be Russell Wilkie and Rodeo. Got it.
I was just turning it off. They're going to take another hit of me. Okay. Well, just it's definitely quieted down a little bit, but still a very active scene here at Drake and Walnut Lake, but a little bit quieter. We've seen some of the first responders leave, including some of the fire trucks, but still such a large presence. FBI, SWAT still going in there. But definitely a little bit of a quieter scene compared to an hour ago. We have seen a lot more parents showing up. You can see a lot of cars trying to figure out how to navigate this area. Again, everyone is told to avoid it. But yes, a lot of people walking. We have seen some parents walking back with their children, which is just such a heartbreaking scene as they're holding them and walking to the Reunification Center just down the road. But still a very large police presence, but definitely a little bit quieter compared to an hour ago. So still waiting for another update from Sheriff Bouchard. We are keeping an eye out for him. He did tell us this is where media staging will be, but we are hoping to get a little bit more information from him very soon. But it seems to be a little quieter and calmer, but still very large police presence here on Walnut Lake. Yeah, it seems to be they're walking to the country club there and then walking back this way because, of course, you cannot park anywhere close. But it's just really hard to see their face and to see these little kids, you know, they're holding them. A mom with her son was just walking by. You could see just the nervousness as she was walking over to the country club to go get her child. But just hard to watch, very hard to watch. But again, it seems to be a little calmer now. We're hoping to get that update from the sheriff soon, and we know Amaya's over at the JCC, waiting to speak to more families as they're coming there. Yeah, you know, we spoke to so many people coming by and hugging. Some of these are parents, some of them are just community members that have come out to just pray for the people. A lot of it right now is media because many people have gone over to the JCC to kind of meet with everyone. But a little bit of relief knowing that there are no one was hurt, but just I think everyone's trying to take it in right now. This is very hard to process. going to go get the vehicle that crashed. But I don't know why they wouldn't move it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, there might be some parked cars that they're trying to move out the way. Man, I was like, I was gonna like, or I like, sorry, someone was talking in my ear.
Guys, update. We got an update.
Right here.
Update.
Second to get set.
Yep.
Right, here we go.
Hold on. Everybody set? Okay, so again, this is all going to be super preliminary stuff. And anytime you have a situation like this, information changes and evolves. Here's what we know so far. A car came to the facility, breached the facility by driving into it, was engaged by security. We believe there is one individual deceased in the vehicle. It's been complicated because there was some fire, to say the least, with that vehicle. We believe that individual is deceased. No kids, this is the important thing, no kids or no staff was injured whatsoever. Okay? So we have no victims other than one of the lead security people was hit by the car and was taken to the hospital for treatment. That individual should be okay. So far, that's our information to this point. We have agencies from all over. Obviously, ATF is here, FBI. More than likely will be taking the lead on this based on some of the preliminary investigative information we have, but we're not going to go into that at this point. But we want to assure the community it doesn't appear to be anything active. We're still clearing the area. We're going to clear vehicles for any explosive devices, the building, etc. Unification of the families and the kids are in progress. We've accounted for everybody that we believe was in the building at the time. So we're on path to continue to maybe pivot to, is there anybody else involved, and the investigative side of what's happened.
So you confirm that it was security that shot and killed the suspect here?
Well, we can't say what killed him at this point, but security did engage the suspect with gunfire.
Did the suspect have a weapon?
We can't get into a lot of that stuff, but he breached the building, drove down the hall, and he was engaged by security.
So do we know, did he ever fire shots, suspect?
Preliminarily, we have some information, but nothing that we confirm, so we're not going to go into it.
Where did he breach the building? The front?
He drove in through doors with a vehicle.
There was only one person in that vehicle?
That's what it appears at this point.
What do we know about this fire?
Something ignited in the vehicle. That's a work in progress. We're, through an abundance of caution, clearing the vehicle for IEDs or any explosives. We've got a significant number of bomb dogs on site, bomb techs on site, and all of that's going to be done to check the boxes. We have deployed resources all across the county, just in case, out of an abundance of caution, that there may be a secondary site, but we don't have any information at this time to believe that. So we want people to take a breath. No one was hurt. We're on top of it. The chief and his team got here fast. Everything that was supposed to happen happened. Security did their job, and then the responders did theirs.
Was it a Michigan vehicle?
Sure. What did the call come out as?
I believe it came out as an active shooter.
Yeah.
Where and when did you actually neutralize the threat? Where was it?
The vehicle in the hallway of the building, inside the building.
He was shot right there.
Again, I can't tell you what he died of until we get a little further. We haven't actually gone into the car. It's still being cleared.
So we do know that the security guard shot this.
They shot
shooter, at them, but it's unclear if he was killed.
You know, situations like this, you never know. Somebody's trapped sometimes to kill themselves. So the suspect was engaged. Is the clearest sentence I can give you.
What is the condition of the security officer?
From information I got, he should be okay. He was knocked unconscious.
So it's a different security officer who fired the shot?
There were multiple security officers on scene. And the one that was hurt was pulled from that area by his team.
Where's the car registered from? What?
We're not going to get into the specifics on the car at this point.
You say what type of car it is, sir? A truck or an SUV?
It was
There's one security officer.
Field scene, the sheriff's scene. I know everybody's here.
everybody's here. More than likely, based on a couple early pieces of information, the FBI may take the lead. That's yet to be formally determined.
Were there explosives in his vehicle?
That's yet to be cleared.
How much damage to the building from the fire?
That I can't even tell you.
Do you have
You
anything
couldn't even see that the hall was completely clear. We had to send people in with gas masks to clear that area.
How are the kids doing?
All the way in the building.
Do we know how fast he was going?
It's hard to say how fast. I mean, he was traveling with purpose down the hall from my look at the video.
Chief, this could have been a far worse situation considering the severity of it, him getting into the building, whatever may have been in the vehicle. Talk about just the response, those security guards, and how this could be far worse than what we're reporting and seeing right now.
No, absolutely. In fact, what I would tell you is that I am deeply proud of the response, not only from the security that was on site, but also of all the police officers and the firefighters that are here right now. We train on active shooter events a lot. The county has a consortium, OCTAC, that trains the entire county on active shooter tactics, and that's something that we believe in and that we support, and I think that training certainly helped to mitigate what happened here today.
And the chief has been in contact with all of the facilities for weeks, and not just on last couple of weeks, but constantly forever. In the last couple of weeks, even a lot more integrated communication. You know, I mean, there are always, and all of the agencies in Oak County are partnering with their religious institutions and schools, and anytime there's a concern, there's communication, there's extra patrol, extra attention, extra warnings. That had all happened for the weeks leading up to this. And the team inside that building was very queued up, and I know the chief had communicated directly with their head of security weeks ago.
Were there any directed threats at this specific temple?
There was no specific chatter about any institution or facility in Oakland County, but they were all on alert.
Sheriff, we see vehicles leaving. Is the all clear of an issue? Is the shelter in place still in?
It's still in place until we clear vehicles and make sure there's no IEDs or other secondary potential. But we believe there's nothing active at the moment.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep. So it's likely that there could be another press conference here, maybe within the next 2 hours.
Okay.
Something like
Thank
that.
you.
Yep. Yep. Same place.
Thank
Thank you.
Okay, wait, so I'm just trying to get notes up in that.
Sorry if you guys were trying to talk to me. My IFB went out. Were you trying to talk to me? Okay, good. Sorry. I'm trying to follow everything he said. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. We might try to get another interview with.
We're just set up a little further over here.
Just reiterating.
Yeah. Can we just step in this way for our live shot?
Never mind.
Okay.
We might have someone from the temple here to talk. We might have someone from the temple here that can talk. So, hold on. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on.
Hey guys, if you can hear us.
Hey James. Hey James, yeah. No,
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Okay, it's the rabbi. Hold on.
Guys, we've got the sheriff and the chief ready to go here. If we can go as fast as possible, please.
I don't know if we get this.
Good, Jeremy?
Rabbi, if you could talk about arriving here, being briefed by law enforcement, and your perspective as we're gathered here.
Yeah, thank you. Our heart goes out to anyone who's affected by this, and we are really so appreciative of law enforcement, the West Oakland Police Department, the Sheriff's Department. Their outpouring of support, love, and professionalism is way beyond. We're getting support from all over the world. I'm getting colleagues from different communities all over internationally that are calling, asking how they're doing, and they're all so appreciative of what they see of our local law enforcement and how they're working to protect us, and how the community is so loving. Just walking down the street here, how many people stopped by to say, thank you for being here, and so many people are support. So much love in this community that I think we have to, for me personally, it's to focus on the love and the outpour to combat the hate that we see.
Have you received word from Temple Israel, from any of the clergy, any of the faculty that you know there?
Yes, I spoke to many of the clergy there. They are obviously very shaken, but they are strong, resolved to stay strong and to build their community. They're a beautiful community. West Bloomfield is a beautiful community of so many different stripes,
yes.
and and we're a melting pot here of everyone, and everyone is supporting each other. And thank God they're amazing clergy, and they're doing very well.
Thank you, Rabbi. And Chief, you and I have talked many times about all the proactive measures that are taken to keep the public safe at religious institutions, including Temple Israel. And this is certainly a situation it never happens.
Yes, no, absolutely. And I just want to reiterate to everybody that we do a lot of active shooter training in Oakland County. We work closely with OakTAC, who is the consortium that works with all Oakland County. And again, I want to say thank you to all our partners that have showed up today. We could not do this without everyone. And I also want to say one thing, and that is that West Bloomfield is a very resilient community. We will make it through this.
Yes, thank you. Sheriff, I know you talked about a lot of the particulars of what's happening here, but there's also a message about reassuring the public. What more can you add?
Well, as the chief said, I mean, I called all the chiefs together back in 2006, and we started training for active shooter, active threats, and we're all on the same page. We all pull together. If he needs something, and I got it, it's his, and vice versa. So the community should know we work hand in glove. There's no barriers between us, and we're 100% in to protect the community. And we have been in communication, constant communication, all the time, but especially more in the last 2 weeks. We have been sharing intelligence and communicating regularly, and we have done the same with our houses of worship. So everybody was all communicating and involved. The time to get that relationship going is not during a crisis. It was well in place long before this happened.
And it sounds like security responded immediately to engage the threat.
Yeah, security did a great job. The head of security there is an old friend of both of ours, former police officer. And, I've actually been to that facility a number of times with him, and so has the chief. And so we were hand in glove with private security there as well. They did a great job. The first responders from West Bloomfield did a great job. So, as much as you hate to ever have to face something like this, hope and prayer is not a strategy. Preparation is, and we were prepared.
Okay, thanks, Sheriff.
Sheriff, can you say, though, with the past 2 weeks activities, you've been more prepared? Is it too early to even talk about whether that's a motivation?
100% of our partners always more prepared based on what goes on in the world, because we know that some people sitting in a basement are isolated and sometimes motivated and moved to action, criminal, evil action. And so that was our concern over the last couple of weeks, that increased our communication and preparedness.
Do you believe that's what happened here today?
The evidence will have to be run down to confirm or deny that. We don't know that, but obviously that's the first thing that comes to everybody's mind.
Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you, Chief.
Rabbi,
Thanks for doing that.
Could you say your name and spell it for me?
Rabbi Benny Greenwald.
B-N-N-Y.
Not at all.
And then where are you from?
I'm from the Friendship Circle.
Okay, excellent. And then what emotions have you felt throughout today?
How do you want it?
What emotions? It's been a roller coaster of obviously shock of that this could happen here, but at the same time a strong resolve. After that initial shock is, what does this demand of us? What is the demand of me, you, and every other citizen? Is how to bring more goodness and kindness to the world. There's so much evil in the world, but there's so much more goodness and kindness, and to highlight that goodness and kindness and be good and kind to each other.
How hard is it not to make assumptions and wait for an investigation to play its course? Everybody has fears, but
Yes.
yet we have to figure out and find out.
Facts are very important, so I'm definitely not in the position to make any assumptions.
Okay. Thanks, Rabbi.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Rabbi, we want to.
Getting asked that like a million times, but it's doing okay. I heard him, but I don't know if you heard him.
Yeah. I got it. Okay. Cool. Benny.
Like Benny and the Jets.
Yeah.
With a Y? Y? I?
B-E-N-N-Y.
That's okay. Thank you so much. We'll follow back up with you.
Yes.
Is that a temple or synagogue here?
Friendship Circle is a local nonprofit for children and adults with special needs.
Local nonprofit.
Gotcha. And what's your phone number?
I'm just not going to put it on.
I'm not recording.
You're okay. We're not recording.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Yeah, you can give it.
Like their kids were in the daycare, and then I believe it got moved to, I'm going to say it wrong, but Shenandoah School.
I guess how long will you stay out here?
Well, I was about to leave, but then people grabbed me. So yeah, I was just staying to pray. I deal with chronic pain, so this is like the last place I would normally be.
Yeah.
I should be on my couch with my heating pad and stuff.
But you felt the spirit that you needed to be out
Oh
here.
yeah, I have a body brace on underneath. Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Just Swiss cheese.
Swiss.
Thank
Just
you so
Swiss.
much. No, I know. Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's amazing to watch.
Yeah.
I really, it's like, it was very organized.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Massive response. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
somebody else?
Yeah, I see that you look like a civilian.
Civilian.
Great job, Toria.
I am a talker.
All
Great job.
right.
Great job, man.